My child, I've heard you. Every whisper, every tear, every question, I've heard them all. You've wondered why I've been silent. You've said, Lord, do you still hear me? Do you still care? And today, I answer you, I was never ignoring you. I was preparing something you didn't yet have the capacity to carry. My silence was not rejection. It was construction. I've been building the kind of answer that won't just fix your situation. It will transform your spirit. My child, you've mistaken silence for absence, but I've been here the whole time. Every tear you've cried has carried a message that reached my throne before your words did. Every sigh, every quiet why, every moment you almost gave up, I heard it. You think I've been ignoring you because the waiting feels endless. But what you're calling waiting, I call weaving. I'm weaving every detail of your story into a plan that's bigger than your understanding. You've been asking me to move, and I've been aligning. I don't delay to punish you. I delay to prepare you. If I gave you everything you prayed for right when you asked, you'd call it a blessing. But it might crush what's still healing inside you. My silence is not a rejection. It's a sign that I'm building something that takes time. What I'm preparing for you requires maturity, timing, and positioning, all of which are being shaped right now in the stillness you hate. I've seen how you pray with hope one day and battle doubt the next. I know how you look for confirmation, a sign, a word, a whisper. And when nothing happens, you start to wonder if I've left you behind. But hear me clearly. I never ignore the cries of the righteous. My word says, I keep your tears in a bottle. That means not one prayer has disappeared. Every request, every plea, every quiet hope has been heard and answered, even if the answer hasn't appeared yet. You've been looking for movement in the natural world, but the real work has been happening in the spiritual realm. There are things I've been arranging, hearts I'm softening, doors I'm preparing, storms I'm calming, all for the exact moment when my answer will meet your readiness. When it comes, you'll realize why it couldn't come sooner. My not yet isn't cruelty, it's care. It's me saying, I refuse to give you less than what I promised. Do you remember the times you asked for something, and later, when I didn't allow it, you saw how it would have hurt you? You called it disappointment, but I called it divine intervention. You've prayed for blessings that weren't bad. They just weren't best. And I love you too much to settle you for good when I've planned something greater. That's what's happening now. The silence isn't punishment, it's precision. I'm shaping people you don't even know yet to play a role in your miracle. I'm aligning timing so perfectly that when everything unfolds, it won't look random. It will look orchestrated. You'll look back and say, only God could have done that. You've asked me, Lord, if you've heard me, why haven't you spoken? But I have been speaking, just not in the way you expected. I speak through closed doors. I speak through the peace that follows your surrender. I speak through the moments when you should have fallen apart, but somehow held on. That strength you've had, that wasn't you holding on to me. That was me holding on to you. You think I'm quiet, but I've been speaking through every small act of grace that kept you going. When the phone rang at just the right time, when that one friend sent a message of encouragement, when peace settled over your anxiety for no reason, that was me saying, I'm still here. I haven't forgotten. Child, if you could see what I'm preparing, you'd stop questioning the pace. The reason it's taking longer is because I'm not just answering your prayer. I'm protecting the answer. What I build cannot be undone by man, timing, or the enemy's interference. When I open this door, no one will be able to close it. When I release this promise, no one will be able to corrupt it. This silence has been a classroom. I've been teaching you trust without evidence. I've been teaching you to worship without reward. I've been teaching you to find peace even when there's no sign of progress. Because true faith isn't built in answered prayers. It's built in the gap between asking and receiving. And in that gap, your roots have gone deeper than you know. You're stronger than you think. You've survived more than you realize. And the very waiting that you thought was breaking you is what's actually preparing you. You've learned that my presence isn't defined by feelings. You've discovered that I don't need to prove myself with signs. My promise was enough. And that's where your strength now lives, in the knowing, not just the seeing. So no, I haven't ignored you. I've been protecting you from premature answers, shallow blessings, and empty promises. I've been preparing an answer that will not only meet your prayer, it will heal what your prayer never mentioned. Because I don't just respond to words, I respond to wounds. And I've been healing wounds you didn't even know you had. Be patient, beloved. The silence is not a void. It's a womb. Something holy is forming inside this stillness. You may not feel it, but you are closer now than you've ever been. When my plan finally unfolds, you won't just thank me for the answer. You'll thank me for the wait. My child, I know how weary you've grown in the waiting. You've been holding on with trembling hands, trying to convince yourself that I still remember. You've said, Lord, did you forget me? Did you change your mind about what you promised? No, beloved, I did not forget. And I never change my mind about what I speak. My word does not expire. It only matures. The promise I gave you is still alive, but it has been in preparation, not abandonment. The delay was never denial. It was development. I've been developing what you asked for and developing you to carry it. Because if I handed you the promise before you were ready, it would have felt like a blessing, but turned into a burden. I don't give gifts that crush my children. I give answers that complete them. And the answer I'm preparing for you isn't smaller than your prayer. It's bigger, deeper, and more enduring than anything you imagined. You asked me for a door, and I've been building a doorway wide enough to bring others through with you. You asked me for a miracle, and I've been creating a move that blesses more than just your life. I don't answer prayers in isolation. I answer them with multiplication. What I'm about to release through you will not only change your season, it will ripple into others. You've been waiting, but while you waited, I've been working. Every silence has been strategy. Every not yet has been placement. Every seeming pause has been my precision at work. You only see time passing, but I see layers forming. Lessons, strength, wisdom, compassion. All of these are part of the answer I'm preparing. You prayed for breakthrough, but I couldn't bring breakthrough without breaking you free from what was blocking you. That's why some relationships ended. That's why certain doors closed. That's why the things you thought would carry you suddenly couldn't. It wasn't rejection, it was redirection. I wasn't removing comfort to punish you. I was removing distractions to prepare you. And yes, I know how deeply you've longed for confirmation. I know how you've searched for signs that something is shifting. But child, my silence wasn't me ignoring you. It was me watching to see if your faith could stand when feelings disappeared. I've been teaching you to trust my character, not just my communication, because mature faith believes even when it doesn't hear. Do you remember how Abraham waited? He didn't just wait for a son. He waited for identity, for proof, for fulfillment. But even when years passed, I was still working. Every delay was designed to make the promise undeniable. When Isaac finally came, no one could say it happened by human effort. That's how I'm writing your story, in a way that will remove all doubt that I was the one who did it. You've been praying for a specific thing, but I've been building something bigger around it. You asked for healing. I'm building wholeness. You asked for provision. I'm building overflow. You asked for direction. I'm preparing destiny. What I'm creating will not just answer your prayer. It will exceed it so completely that you'll say, God, you went beyond anything I could have imagined. I've seen your tears, and I've seen your patience. You've wrestled between hope and heartbreak, faith and fatigue. And still, you've stayed. Still, you've prayed. Still, you've whispered, God, I trust you. That whisper was louder to heaven than 1,000 shouts. That whisper moved mountains you didn't even know were standing in your way. So, don't despise the delay. The delay is doing something in you that instant answers never could. It's strengthening your spiritual muscles. It's clarifying your priorities. It's shaping your vision. And most of all, it's deepening your dependence on me. Because I don't just want to give you what you prayed for. I want to make sure you can keep it when it comes. I know you've watched others receive what you've been believing for. I know you've said, Lord, they got their answer. What about me? But my timing with you is not about comparison. It's about calling. Some promises require a different level of preparation. What's coming to you requires greater foundation because it carries greater weight. I can't let you walk into it half-formed. I love you too much to let you be unready for what's holy. The truth is, the longer you've waited, the more perfect the timing will be. You think you've been stuck, but you've actually been staged. I've been setting the scene for a story that will glorify me in a way nothing quick or easy ever could. When it unfolds, every detail will make sense. Every no will reveal its purpose. Every disappointment will prove its necessity. You'll see that the unanswered prayers were part of the bigger answer all along. My child, I've heard every word you've prayed, but I also heard the prayers you didn't know how to say, the ones hidden under your sighs and your silence. I've been answering those too. You've been asking me for one thing, but I've been healing the 10 things that stood in its way. That's why it's taking time. Because I'm not just changing your situation, I'm changing you within it. And soon, when the answer comes, it will come suddenly. You'll feel like everything changed overnight. But it won't be sudden to me, it will be scheduled. I've already appointed the moment where the unseen becomes seen, where the prayer becomes proof, where what you believe becomes what you hold. That moment is already written into your story, and nothing can erase it. So, lift your head again. The waiting hasn't been wasted. The silence has been sacred. I'm not ignoring you. I'm engineering something eternal. You won't just receive what you asked for. You'll receive what I've envisioned. And when it comes, it won't feel delayed. It will feel divine. Because this was never about ignoring your voice. It was always about amplifying my promise. My child, the moment you've been praying for is closer than you think. The waiting has not been in vain. The nights you thought were wasted have been wombs of preparation. I have not been silent to punish you. I've been silent because I've been speaking to your future. While you wondered if I was listening, I was building a reply so complete that it will touch every area of your life. You've prayed, God, just let something happen. You didn't see it, but things have been shifting in ways too deep for your eyes to catch. What looks still is never still when I'm in it. Even now, I'm moving in places you cannot see, in hearts, in timing, in details. The same silence that once hurt you is now holding the answer I designed for you. I need you to know this. I never ignore the sound of faith. When you prayed through tears, when you believed in exhaustion, when you kept whispering my name, even when hope was faint, those moments didn't fade into the air. They became construction material for your miracle. I've been building with your faith. I've been working through your surrender. And now the foundation is strong enough for me to release what you've been waiting for. Do you remember when Lazarus lay in the tomb? They thought I was late. They thought I didn't care. But when I arrived, I wasn't late. I was right on divine time. The miracle was not only for Lazarus to rise, but for everyone watching to see that resurrection power lives in me. The delay made the miracle undeniable. That's what I'm doing in your life, creating a moment that will silence every doubt. You will soon see the purpose behind every pause. The waiting was where I matured your trust. The quiet was where I rewired your heart to beat with mine. You're not the same person who started this prayer. You've grown. You've learned to listen differently. You've discovered that even when nothing changes, I'm still faithful, and that discovery is worth more than the answer itself. But now, the time of silence is ending. You've passed through the refining season. You've endured the pruning and the proving. You stayed when you could have walked away. You've praised me with empty hands, and now I'm about to fill them. What's been hidden will be revealed. What's been delayed will be delivered. What's been promised will be performed. My answer is coming, not as a whisper, but as a wave. It will come softly at first, like peace that settles your spirit. Then it will arrive visibly, unfolding one confirmation at a time. Doors that resisted you will open with no effort. People who once dismissed you will now carry messages of favor. Resources that felt out of reach will flow freely. The path that was confusing will become clear. You'll realize that the silence was never my absence. It was my alignment. And when you look around and see everything falling into place, you'll know this was the answer I was preparing all along. Not small, not partial, not fragile. Complete, overflowing, perfect in timing, and full of peace. You won't need to strive to hold it. My grace will sustain it, because what I give you now, no one can take away. So, lift your expectations again. Don't settle for survival when I've promised abundance. Don't shrink your prayers because of delay. Don't doubt what I whisper just because I haven't shouted yet. The answer is coming, but not just to meet your need. It's coming to reveal my glory through your story. People will see your life and know that could only be God. My child, I want you to prepare your heart. Clean the room of your spirit, because the answer I'm sending will require space. Release the resentment that came from waiting. Let go of the questions that turned into frustration. The waiting was never meant to wound you. It was meant to deepen you. And now, I'm filling the depth with divine satisfaction. You won't have to chase this answer. It's chasing you. It's been in motion from the moment you first prayed. The angels have carried assignments tied to your words. The heavens have been orchestrating details. The earth has been aligning itself with my decree. And soon, you'll stand in the reality of what once lived only in your faith. This is your reminder. I don't ignore my children. I don't overlook their prayers. I don't forget their faithfulness. When I delay, it's because I'm designing. When I'm quiet, it's because I'm constructing. And when I move, it's because it's time. And child, it's time. You are stepping into a season of visible answers. You're about to see what your spirit already knew, that I was working the whole time. I will exceed your expectations. I will redeem your waiting. I will restore what the waiting cost you. And I will remind you that no tear was wasted, no prayer unheard, no moment unseen. Now listen closely. For what I am about to speak is my Father's blessing over you. My beloved child, I bless you with clarity after confusion. I bless you with peace that silences panic. I bless you with strength to stand while I deliver what I promised. I bless your hands to receive, your heart to discern, and your spirit to remain humble when the answer arrives. I call forth every delayed promise into alignment now. I release provision into your path, healing into your body, restoration into your relationships, and joy into your soul. I bless you to recognize my timing, to trust my hand, and to walk boldly into the fulfillment I've prepared. No more wondering if I've forgotten you. I haven't. No more carrying guilt for doubting. I understand. I've turned even your doubt into discipline and your weariness into wisdom. The silence that once scared you will now remind you that I speak, even when you cannot hear me. From this day forward, may you live in the awareness that my delays are designs. May you look back on this waiting season not with regret, but with reverence, because it was here that your faith became unshakable. Now, go forward in peace, for your answer is coming. Not later. Now. It's already on the way. And when it arrives, you'll know that I was never ignoring you. I was preparing something bigger than your prayer. If this message stirred your heart, type "God's timing is perfect" in the comments below. Like this video if you felt His presence through these words. Subscribe to God's Amen message and share this word with someone who's still waiting. Remind them, God isn't ignoring them. He's preparing something greater. Come back next time for another word that will remind you, heaven still speaks, and God's promises still stand.